Imagine a world where we never have to worry about running out of electricity. What if the power for your phone, your home, even your entire city, came straight from the sun, collected not on rooftops, but far above our heads, out in space? Sounds like science fiction, right? But today, we're diving into a mind-bending question. What if we put solar panels in space? Stick around, because the answers might just change the way you think about the future of energy, and maybe even the future of our planet itself. Before we blast off, pause and think if space-based solar power could change the world. And if you're curious about wild, what-if scenarios like this, smash that like button so I know to make more. Why space? Why not just use solar panels on Earth? Let's start simple. Solar panels on Earth are great, but they have some big problems. Clouds, nighttime, and even the angle of the sun mean that panels on your roof only work part of the time. In some places, they barely work at all. But in space, the sun is always shining. There are no clouds, no rain, no atmosphere to block the light. A solar panel floating in orbit could collect up to 8 times more energy than one on the ground. Imagine the possibilities. How would it actually work? Okay, so we launch giant solar panels into space. But how does that power get back to us on Earth? Here's where it gets wild. Scientists have a plan. The panels would turn sunlight into electricity, just like on Earth. But instead of sending it down wires, they'd convert the energy into microwaves or lasers, kind of like supercharged Wi-Fi. These invisible energy beams would shoot down to special stations on the ground, where they'd be turned back into electricity for our homes and cities. Sounds risky, right? Would a giant space laser accidentally zap a city? I'll tell you what the experts say about the dangers in a minute, but first comment below. Would you trust your city's power to a giant space beam? Why or why not? Why bother with space solar? Let's talk about the upsides, because they're huge. Unlimited clean power. The sun gives off more energy in 1 hour than the whole world uses in a year. Space panels could tap into that 24/7. No more blackouts. Imagine a world where storms, earthquakes, or even wars can't knock out your power because it's coming from space. Fighting climate change, no fuel, no pollution, just pure sunlight. Space solar could help us ditch fossil fuels for good. And here's a fun fact. Some experts say that just one space solar farm, about the size of a football field, could power a small city. Why aren't we doing this already? Of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are some major obstacles. Launching anything into space is expensive. A single rocket launch can cost hundreds of millions of dollars. Building big in space, we'd need to build solar panels the size of entire cities and get them into orbit piece by piece. Energy beams, those microwave or laser beams, have to be super precise. If they miss, the energy is wasted or worse, could be dangerous. But here's the twist. Some countries are already testing this technology. Want to know who's winning the race to space solar? Keep watching, because the answer might surprise you. Who's actually trying this? Right now, the United States, China, Japan, and even the European Union are all working on space solar power projects. In 2023, a team in California successfully sent power wirelessly from a satellite down to Earth for the first time ever, just a tiny amount, but a huge step forward. China has plans to launch a full-scale space solar station by 2030. Japan's already tested the technology on a small scale. The race is on. What would life be like with space solar power? Let's imagine the future for a second. It's 2050. Giant solar farms are floating in space, beaming clean energy down to every corner of the planet. Remote villages, massive cities, even electric cars and planes, all powered by the sun, day and night. No more smoggy skies, no more oil spills. Just clean, endless energy raining down from above. Wouldn't that be incredible? But here's a question for you. If energy was free and unlimited, what would you invent? Would you build flying cars, supercomputers, or something totally new? Drop your wildest ideas in the comments. The risks. Could it go wrong? Of course, every big idea has risks. Some people worry about space junk. All those panels could add to the growing problem of trash in orbit. What if a beam goes off target? Scientists say the energy is spread out and not strong enough to fry anything, but it's still a big responsibility. Who gets to decide who uses the power? Could countries fight over space energy? These are big questions, and experts are working on answers right now. So will it happen? The truth is, we're closer than ever. The technology is real. The money is starting to flow. And as the world looks for cleaner, safer energy, space solar is looking more and more possible. But will it work? Will we solve the problems in time? That's the real mystery. So the next time you look up at the night sky, imagine this. Somewhere up there, a silent solar farm might be soaking up sunlight, sending pure energy down to Earth. Will it power your home one day? Or will space solar stay just out of reach? A dream waiting to happen? Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you excited, worried, or just curious? And if you want more wild what-if scenarios about space, science, and the future, hit that subscribe button and join our adventure. Who knows? The next big idea might come from you. Thanks for watching, Space Explorers. See you in the next video.